So as I already mentioned, my daily workflow meant I wasn't having to cobble together, I wasn't having to chase data to then cobble together the list of what to work on today. There was no breaking of an entire system that stalled everybody. So that was definitely a plus. I've already spoken to the amount of time that I got back that then I can dedicate to the other tasks that SEOs also do. MilVet wasn't breaking. Even when there were updates that were being pushed through there, or even as we were finding little things that needed to be tweaked in the very beginning, the response time from the MilVet team was very quick turnaround to get the fixes that we needed, or if we were asking for a special feature that we really needed, the turnaround time was amazing. So we could go ahead and get those changes that is from the SEO perspective we really needed now, as close to now as we could. And then from the point of view of onboarding new SEOs, I've already talked a little bit about the complexity of just what VA requires when we're certifying. But they told me that their impressions of MilVet were that it made the process of understanding what they needed to do faster. From my perspective, as someone who's onboarded multiple SEOs over the years at multiple schools with slightly different tweaks to how they use different various software ideas, what's different about MilVet is that as soon as our team members get on to the system, the platform, the dashboard gives them a very visual representation of where we are, both in processing and in what they need to work on themselves. So using the phases for that 30,000 foot overview with red, yellow, green traffic light bar graph shows where all the students are in the process. We don't have to wonder, if we get a new certification request, where is it? MilVet tells us, and then our work studies see it as soon as they log onto the system. And nobody has to chase our work studies down to tell them what they need to work on. They can see it for themselves. Same thing with the SEOs. They can see it for themselves. And then another bit of feedback from our newer SEOs was that because of putting everything in the review statuses that are the micro steps in the process, then as they were still learning the process, whatever phase they were in, they could just expand the box to see what else they might still need to do. And they had that internal way to check their own work and make sure they had done all the steps because it was already built into the system. So it was almost like having one of those interactive, oh, but have you done this? Without having to do anything extra to build that.